when their parents are taken captive by a wicked necromancer and his sinister crocodile men. A pack of children from the peaceful land of Aquania must journey across their continent, meeting strange beings and confronting untold terrors in their quest to rescue their families from a witch queen eager to raise a demon lord from his fiery abode. The Young Barbarians, written by your boy Crypto, is available now in both digital and print form on Amazon.com. Published by the fine folks at the Lost Library. And support your boy Crypto by picking up a copy today. Link in the description below.
And we're back! Welcome to Crypto Comics, all you beautiful people in Webtown. One more time around the ring with your boy Crypto. You made it through the Ultraverse Breakthrough crossover event from Malibu. You deserve a reward. You really do. And what is it? It's this ultra rare Ultraverse Premiere issue number 0 with a beautiful cover drawn by who? That's right, it's drawn by Jim Lee. Yeah, even though he was working at Image, one of the founders of Image, busy building Wildstorm and Homage Studios, he still had time to draw this stunning cover to help out the company that helped out Image. And for those of you who don't know, Malibu was publishing Image that first year. And this is what they did. They put together this Ultraverse Premiere issue number 0. Very rare. You had to collect I think 11 different coupons that you cut out of the comic books, and you had to send them in, and then you get the copy of this. And so it's going to feature a few different stories here: Prime, The Strangers, Rune, Hardcase, Mantra, and Freaks. We're only going to cover a couple of them because, let's face it, we already know them. If you've been paying attention here at Crypto Comics, if you are one of my Crypto Knights, you're well aware of all of the Ultraverse stuff in the back issue bins. If you're not a Crypto Knight, you need to start your training right now. You need to dive into that Malibu Ultraverse playlist. You need to check out all this stuff. We're going to skip Prime because it's really just a retelling of the first issue. Just something to, get those new people on board with Prime who may not know that it's a boy living inside of a fake body, I guess. From on High, featuring Yrial from The Strangers. Written by Steve Englehart. Art by Rick Hoberg. I thought I'd find you here, Yrial, brooding on the earth. The people down there interest me greatly, chieftain. They are extremely interesting, but they might see you, and they must never suspect your existence. There is so much they don't suspect. And would it be so bad if they did? Let's find out, shall we? Good morning, Father. Good morning. Why, it's Antonio, isn't it? I thought you'd left San Pietro last year. It's early for anyone to be about. I've traveled all night, Father. I've come from the depths of hell. If this is a robbery, you'll find precious little in my church. But it's not a robbery. I robbed your church when I was an altar boy. Now I'm a vampire. The church speaks of such things, but not loudly, for fear of being laughed at. We live in much too mundane a world. That's what keeps the path open for people like me. That and the magic in hot blood. It burns him with the candle. You thought you'd find a solitary, helpless victim here, but I am neither. Because I am never in solitude. San Pietro, the angel, watches over his priest and his town. Back, Antonio. Back to your faraway hell. The servants of the Lord defy you. You've read your Bible, Father, and you've read Bram Stoker, but you've never met a vampire before, and we're not what they write about. For one thing, if I drain your blood, you won't become like me. If you live after death, it'll be in your heaven, but I don't believe in that, because for another thing, your crucifix has no power over me. You talk big, Antonio, but you were raised in the church. You can't commit such a sacrilege, such a desecration. San Pietro will know nothing. He will know nothing. Rah! Now I can be calm. I'm sorry, Father, but you were right. I needed a drink before the dawn, and you were bound to be here alone. Otherwise I wouldn't have come here, even if it has lost whatever magic it once had. But I have the power now. I follow the vampire's path. And that puts me far above you ordinary men. You always put yourself above me, but there's no one above me. What? This is madness, a trick of the moonlight. There's nothing outside that window, Nothing. San Pietro, he's just a story, a dream of a dead man. The priest had no power. There are no angels. My God, what am I saying? Am I losing my faith? There are no angels. This can't be true. Stop it. Get away. You can't be flying. And he just gets impaled right there. Done. I love it. You went down there, didn't you? Yes. Did anyone see you? Not a living soul. Get it? Because he's not living. He's a vampire. He's dead. Speaking of vampires who are dead, the making of Rune. Rune started out as a nightmare, literally. This is by Chris Ulm, who's the creator of Rune, I guess. I thought it was Barry Windsor Smith. Big surprise. They let Barry put his name all over it, you know. Rune started out as a nightmare, literally. In my dream, a creature stalked me, an invisible, merciless thing with molten steel for eyes, and a gaping, impossibly huge maw lined with multiple rows of bloody fangs. I woke up in the proverbial cold sweat, heart knocking, hands shaking, swearing off Doritos and Pepsi forever. I then promptly wrote down monster and new universe, ? Then went back to sleep. Flash forward 2 months later. The now legendary first Ultraverse Writers Conference was in full creative swing. We were discussing the supernatural, and who should immediately come to mind than the monster of my dreams? This concept had by now evolved into an ancient alien vampire named Rune. I loved the idea of the character, and he fit beautifully into a work in progress called Fusion. After writing up the concept in the Ultraverse Bible, I shortly added Rune to Fusion, the story of a conspiracy to develop the ultimate biological weapon by a covert group called Aladdin. And there these ideas sat, awaiting the proper creative spark to bring them fully to life. Enter Barry Windsor Smith. Barry took a look at some of the Ultraverse ideas in progress and liked the Fusion idea. Under Barry's constant rapid fire of ideas, Fusion began to evolve, changing from Fusion with an S to Fusion with a Z to, you guessed it, Rune in a series of wild plot sessions. As the ideas took shape visually, Rune became the real star of the book. As Barry puts it, why do we have a 10,000-year-old vampire floating around in the background? Let's put him up front here. Under Barry's guiding hand, Rune came to life, acquiring alien crystals that foretell the future, the ability to absorb energy, and even leathery wings. Rune's history was so extensive that Barry and I decided to do a special project that would prequel the Fusion storyline and focus primarily on Rune, setting the stage for the regular series. Thus was born the Rune No. 0 project, a 33-page epic told in 11 3-page installments and published in the back of every Ultraverse October title. Some of them are still even on sale. And we've seen those here at Crypto Comics. We are going to get into them here on Crypto Comics very, very soon. As I pen these words, the first issue of Rune is winding its way through the production process, set for a January release. Miss it at your peril. Chris Ulm, November 1993. And here's another look at the Ultraverse characters we will be meeting in the new year. We have Warstrike, Rune, Masquerade, and Wrath. Now, we've seen Wrath and we've seen Warstrike and we've seen Rune. Masquerade, no, that's totally new to us, but we're going to find out what's up with this Batman guy back here. Who's not Batman. They call him the Hawk. They call him the Golden Hawk. No, I made that up. In Exiles number 3, Tinsel dies. That's true. In Exiles number 3, Tinsel did die. You can check that out in the playlist here at Crypto Comics. The Last Mission, written by James Hudnall. Art by Kay McGuire. We're live at JFK Junior High in Canoga Park, California, where a band of terrorists have taken a class of students hostage. The terrorists have not made any demands as yet, but a SWAT team is already moving into place and, just a minute, it appears the squad is showing up to deal with the problem. Bill, can you zoom in on the roof? There's no doubt about it. It's the squad, all right, and they seem to be getting ready to deal with the terrorists. So the squad was murdered before the Ultraverse even started. Hard case number 1 in the back issue bins here at Crypto Comics will tell you all about it. But you never actually see like the whole story of the squad, you know. That doesn't get revealed till much later in the Ultraverse history. So it's kind of interesting. They create this plot point in the background before we as readers were ever even able to, you know, pick up the very first Ultraverse book, which was Hard Case number 1 and Strangers number 1. And so they set that plot point back there, and then they can weave it through the universe as they see fit. Damn. It's watching on the Game Boy, I guess? I don't know. I don't know. The squad's here. Time for Plan 7. I want to go home. No, please, but why can't... Listen up. The second I see someone enter this room other than my men, we start killing you. Shut up! The next one who talks dies. I know the squad's coming. Call them back if you want these brats to live. We'll see what we can do. This is Michael Chiklis from S.H.I.E.L.D. fame, but I preferred him on the commish when he still had the hair. Can we recall the squad? No, they barged in without radios. God, I hope they don't get those kids killed. The second you see them, let us know. Don't delay. Got it. What's that smell? What's happening? Take your pantyhose off your head. Let's find out. Oh, fudge. Whack. Damn, you're good. Not to mention the sexiest thing on two legs. You're not so bad yourself, dear. So this is hard case. You know, as he was when he was in the squad before they all got killed, and he felt bad about it and changed his suit to become more heroic. He used to dress like a yellow Aquaman and had the short hair, the buzz cut. As much as I'd like to take you off to a private room somewhere, I think we should check out the gym down the hall for more terrorists. Lead on. You there, stop. Come out where we can see you. Don't shoot. What's your name? Kevin. Kevin Green. We don't like people hiding from us, Kevin. We're going to have to kill you. You're dreaming, lame-o. Give it up. Uh-oh. Bracka, 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 bracka. Should have listened to my man Forza. Now you got to deal with DJ Blast. Blah, 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 blah. Chud. Chud. These two guys are chuds. If you've never seen Chud 2, check out that movie. I've mentioned it before. I love it. Wait, cool. Can I get an autograph? Maybe later. You hear that? The squad's here. Kill some of these mall rats as a warning. This is actually before the movie Mallrats came out, I do believe. So there you go. The Ultraverse is way up to date on all the awesome slang. They're using terms like newbie and boomer and Mallrats before anybody else was. This is it, chumps. Throw down your weapons. You had your chance. You'll regret this. I'll sue. Yeah, right. Scare me some more. We just have word that the squad has captured all the terrorists. The FBI and SWAT teams are moving in.
That settles it. I want you to kill them as brutally as possible.
So Sylvester Stallone is going to take NME. This is the robot NME that killed the squad. We know that if you've been paying attention, if you're a Crypto Knight. You didn't know, though, that it was Sylvester Stallone who sent NME after the squad. Oh, no, wait. That's just Rex Mundi. Excuse me. I thought for sure it was Sly. I may be mistaken, though. That's it. Just relax, Lucchese. Just relax. Blah, blah, blah. I'm crying. I'm a little girl, and I'm crying because there's a man secretly living inside my mommy's body, and I don't know about it. Tell me a story, Mommy. I don't know any stories, Evie. Sure you do. Tell me the story about that lady in the mask, the one we saw at the theater. She's pretty. That was me, but the only story I could think of. Well, why not? The truth is no more boring than most fairy tales. Okay, this story begins a long, long time ago. No, it's supposed to start once upon a time. All right. Once upon a time, there was a mighty wizard who called himself Archimage. He was a good wizard and loved to use his powers to help people. Ha ha ha! Archimage is a funny name, Mommy. But it wasn't his real name. He kept his real name secret because other wizards can use it to work magic against them. He kept his real name secret even from his envious younger brother. Yeah, brothers are mean. The younger brother called himself Boneyard. He wanted to learn magic fast, so he turned to black magic. He grew strong, but he also grew more evil. Well, that's not good. Archimage resolved to fight his evil brother and found 12 brave warriors to help him. But when one of the knights betrayed Archimage, Boneyard defeated him. But before the good wizard was captured by Boneyard, Archimage created a good sorceress, the lady in the mask. Her name is Mantra. Looks like I'm stuck with that name. Do you think she has a little girl? Could I live with her if you stopped loving me? Your mother will never stop loving you, Evie. Wherever she is, wherever the hundreds of souls I've displaced over the past 15 centuries have gone. I'll pay for that someday. Aren't you going to give me a kiss? She smells the SpaghettiOs and Mr. Bubble. Sweet dreams, Evie. And dream she did. Isn't that lovely? I think it's lovely. And then you have a rehashing of Freaks #1, which you can check out in the back issue bins here at Crypto Comics. Go into that Malibu Comics Ultraverse playlist and get yourself some Freaks if you must. We avoid Freaks here at all costs if we can help it. So, this has been Ultraverse Premiere #0. One of the rarest comics to come out of the Ultraverse, because you had to collect all the coupons and send them in, and then they'd mail you the comic. But this one's in very good condition. I'm very pleased with this. And it's a nice little peek at some of the rare entries into these different characters' lives. And just a gift for all the beautiful people out there in Webtown, all my crypto nights. I hope you enjoyed it this holiday season. And we're gonna keep going on here at Crypto Comics because there's a lot you can enjoy this holiday season. In fact, one thing you can enjoy is my book. It's called The Young Barbarians. It's available on Amazon in digital or print form. While you're there, check out The Gaslight Gang, Curse of the Grey Gargoyle, and Destination Genesis. All available from the Lost Library and just waiting to suck you into them and take you on some fantastical journeys. All very affordable, all available on Amazon. Check them out. Young Barbarians, Gaslight Gang, Curse of the Grey Gargoyle, and Destination Genesis. If you liked this video, you know how to do it. You know how to do that one? You just smash it like that. If you're new, you subscribe, you hit that ding dong for notifications. If you love the video, you share it with your friends. Encourage them to check out Crypto Comics. And I am gonna be back. When am I gonna be back? Probably tomorrow. I'm back all the time here on Crypto Comics. So stay tuned as we continue to count down to New Year's right here on Crypto Comics.
Jaime should have known better than to turn on the time machine, and his cousin Ezra definitely knew not to take his eyes off his little sister Eliza. But before the cake is served at their great-grandmother's 90th birthday party in New York's Catskill Mountains, the cousins are going to end up enslaved in Egypt alongside the biblical hero Joseph, whose help they'll need if they're ever going to escape the year 1900 BC. Unfortunately for the two American boys, once Pharaoh's most trusted magician discovers the secret of Jaime's time watch, the wicked vizier hatches a plan of his own. With no time to spare, the trio of young men must stop the traitorous high priest from using the marvelous time travel device and Joseph's remarkable ability to interpret dreams in his goal of overthrowing Pharaoh's kingdom and taking the throne for himself. A biblical time travel adventure that quickly dissolves into a comedy of errors, Destination Genesis features the Old Testament story of Joseph's enslavement in Egypt and his troubles with Potiphar's wife in a fun, digestible format designed to remind readers that all things are possible when we rely on God. Pick up your copy today in digital or print form on Amazon, and remember to sign up for our mailing list at enterthelostlibrary.com.